Finding the right key levels in trading will make or break your trading. I don't care which trading strategy you are using. All trading strategies will flop if you do not get the key levels right. Get it wrong and you will find yourself buying into resistance or selling into support. And hey, no one likes seeing their positions in the red straight away because they just bought into resistance. In this video, I will show you the easiest way to determine if a support or resistance is strong. I have explored many methods to determine support and resistance across more than a decade of trading. But this method is by far the easiest and also the most potent way. It doesn't require complex indicators and it's simple yet profound. I hope you are excited because what I'm about to review took more than a decade of testing, and I'm going to translate that into bite-sized guidelines for you in this video. Or at least, I hope to make it simple so that even beginners can start incorporating this into their trading today. I will also debunk a very common myth that more touches on a support or resistance level translate into a stronger level. Now, towards the end of this video, I will also share an indicator that will help you evaluate the strength of a support and resistance level quickly at a glance. This indicator is free and I'm going to show you how to get it and how to use it. So make sure to stick around till the end. Now, if you're excited, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Videos like this take a lot of resources to be created, but more importantly, it took us a very long time trading in the markets to distill down this information. So really appreciate if you could do this small favor and support the channel. Also, to encourage you to pay close attention, we do a giveaway worth $37 for our plug and play trading package, where we give you indicators, training, and even the hedging strategy that made us over $30,000. We will choose one lucky winner, so look out for an emoji somewhere in this video. You can also find the full instructions in a pinned comment down below as well. So let's talk about what determines if a support and resistance level is strong. Many people assume that the more times a support and resistance level is hit, the stronger it is. Well, there's some merit to that, but that's not the complete picture. To determine if a support and resistance level is strong or not, we have to consider the element of time. And this brings me to the first bite-sized guideline I have for you. The longer a support and resistance hold, the stronger it is. So let me use a couple of charts to illustrate this. Right here we have the daily chart and we can see that price bounces off it a few times and the support held. If you compare this with a H4 chart right here, the price also bounces off the support. Now, which do you think is stronger? If you strictly follow the guideline that more bounces off a level is stronger, then you would logically conclude that the H4 support is stronger. Because if you count the number of bounces, you will see that price bounce off the H4 support more times. But if you were to consider the element of time, you will soon realize that the daily support has been holding for a longer time, though it has fewer bounces. And it should be quite common sense that a level that has held for a long time is the stronger level. Think of it like lending money to two friends. One friend has been a long time friend. You know him for 20 years and he has always been trustworthy. And the other, a friend who has been a good friend for 2 years, but has also been trustworthy. Who would you trust more? It should be obvious that you will trust your longtime friend of 20 years more. So the element of time must be considered when you evaluate if a support or resistance level is strong. Ask yourself, how long has this support or resistance been holding? Now, to be clear, I'm not saying to focus exclusively on how long a support or resistance holds for. In an ideal case, a support and resistance holds for a long period and has many bounces. This is the strongest and most reliable kind of support or resistance. I'm just trying to bring to your attention that the element of time must be considered. On a side note, have you ever realized that news websites like DailyFX or FX Street always talk about how a currency pair is at a historical low level? Or perhaps a currency pair like $CAD has just broken the 6 months high. Do you know why they do that? Well, that's because there's an element of time for these levels. The longer a level holds, the more important it is. So whether it's a break of the level or price bouncing off the level, it offers a good trade opportunity if you know what to look out for. Expounding further on the first bite-sized guideline, the higher timeframe support and resistance will always be stronger than that on a lower timeframe. Why? Well, that's because the higher timeframe represents a longer duration of time. I've previously uploaded a video that goes in depth about this concept. I will leave a link to that video at the top right and at the end screen of this video. But one good question to ask yourself when evaluating a support or resistance level is whether this is a higher timeframe support and resistance level. And if you are asking what constitutes a higher timeframe, as a guideline, anything above the H4 chart, which means the daily, the weekly and the monthly chart. If you want to find the strong levels fast, start your support and resistance analysis on the higher timeframe charts right away. This way, you do not need to cross-check the levels that you drew on the lower timeframe with the higher timeframe. At the start of this video, I promised to show you a free indicator that can help you determine if a level is strong. And I'd like to show you that right now and how it shows you the element of time and the levels at the same time. So let's head over to tradingview.com. If you are new to trading and haven't heard of tradingview.com, it is a free web-based charting platform. So what we want to do is look for this multi-time period chart indicator and add it to your charts. If you do it right, it should look something like this. So what this indicator does is to plot out the highs and lows based on a set period. If you head into the settings and select weekly, then what it does is that it plots out the weekly highs and lows. Now, I recommend using the weekly setting, but the daily setting is fine as well. If you use the daily settings on the daily chart, it won't show you anything because each candle on the daily chart already shows the daily high and low. As for the calculation, we can leave it as true range. The indicator already plots out the levels for you and shows you the duration based on these settings. So if you set it as weekly, then you will see the weekly high and low. But we still need to do an additional step. Now for illustration, I will be using the settings of weekly, highs and lows, and the daily chart. So each box here represents a weekly high and low. To evaluate if support or resistance is strong, count the boxes. The more boxes that overlap each other, the stronger the level. Why? Well, that's because each box refers to 1 week and more boxes equate to more time. And that relates back to the bite-size guideline that the longer a level holds, the stronger the level is. So right here, we have 7 boxes that are relatively of the same level. This is what we want to watch out for. The more boxes, the better. And there are 7 boxes that point that the support is strong. So this is how we use this indicator and tell if a level is strong at a glance. Just count the boxes. It's simple and still incorporates the element of time. If you see a level that has only one box versus a level with 4 overlapping boxes, you will know that the level with the 4 overlapping boxes is the stronger level. And that's the key level that you should focus on instead and look at that level for a potential trade setup. So summing up this video, I debunk the myth that more touches on a level equates to a stronger support or resistance level. You have to consider the time element when evaluating if a support or resistance is a strong level. The longer a level holds, the stronger it is. To do this, you can either do it manually by looking at the higher time frame charts or use the free indicator and count the number of boxes. That's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so you won't miss out on any future videos. I will leave a link to the video that addresses the concept of higher time frame levels versus lower time frames levels over here. If you have not watched that video, I recommend checking that video out next. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.